A pickup is a pickup. You got a bed, you got a cab, and sometimes it's a 4x4. The idea of it being electric is not exactly foreign to us, but it's also all not that common on our roads. To which BYD said, hold my beer and get the hell out of the way. Because this, ladies and gentlemen, and this is the all-new Shark 6 DMO. Now, for a vehicle like this, numbers are going to be extremely paramount because essentially this will be the very first electric pickup truck launched locally in the Philippines. So let's get right to it. Power comes from dual motors that produce 429 horses and get this, 650 Newton meters of torque. You've got a towing capacity of 2,500 kilograms and a payload capacity of 385 kilograms with 1,200 liters of space. Ground clearance of 200 millimeters with a weighting depth of 700 millimeters. Carrying all of that are double wishbone suspension front and rear, which are fully independent with disc brakes all around, which makes us figure this should be one of the more comfortable pickup trucks we're ever going to test. Some really cool exterior cues would be this huge LED lamp that goes all around the entire front grille. It is massive, it's huge, it adds a lot of heft to the vehicle. And of course, a sign big enough that you can see from Guangzhou to tell you what the car is. When you move down the side, there's not a lot of angles that you can see from the side profile. It's basically your average pickup truck with a nice step board here. And like I mentioned, 200 millimeters of ground clearance. The wheels are 18s wrapped in 65 series tires. You've got a repeater on your side mirror along with a camera, which is part of your 360-degree system, and then some grab handles up and on the back. Now at the rear, from what lights you got up front, same here at the back. DRLs that stretch the entire width of the vehicle. It makes it look, the car, give it a lot of girth, a lot of heft in it. One cool thing that I found, check this out. Press a button here. Oh, the engine's off.
Double press.
Oh, it's double press. Ah, you like that? You are looking at, as I mentioned, 1,200 liters of space, towing capacity of about 2,500 kilograms, and a payload capacity of over 800 kilograms. Also, and I forgot to mention, Earl, come on here. There's an outlet here. Oh, and also, stay with me, Earl. I gotta show you something. See this button right here? You wouldn't expect it in the back of a pickup truck, right? But that is a lamp switch, because there are lights here on the back. Isn't that cool? Yeah, Earl, because we're really gonna see it in this light. Genius, buddy, genius. Let's do the interior, Earl. See you in the back. Now, this is the first place that Earl and I got into this vehicle, the rear seats, because we were being shuttled around for a while. And I gotta tell you, it shocked us immediately. Because the seats here, although this is a pickup truck and it's a bench, look at me. I'm leaning back. There is a tilt to this vehicle. I don't know if I can tilt it even more, but look at it. I'm leaning back. How is this possible? Anyway, I'm sure we'll get to it soon because BYD is inviting us on a drive for the Shark, and it should be quite lengthy, and I hope to get some 4x4 stuff going on, which I'll talk about in a little bit. But we will do a drive on this vehicle, so please stay tuned for that. So anyway, toys back here include a center armrest with 2 cup holders. Like I mentioned, ridiculously comfortable seats. You have 2 air vents found here in the center. Right there. Underneath that, you've got a cubby hole. Let me just move this power seat. Look at that. Power seat forward so that Earl has a better view. Earl, you better not be taking a picture of my butt, dude.
You look gorgeous, by the way.
Thank you, darling. Okay, so anyway, as I was saying, you've got a cubby hole here underneath. You have a 220-volt socket here, which is very, very useful if you got laptops and stuff. A Type A charging point and a Type C charging point. So yeah, very well equipped in the back. I'm just gonna say this, and we're not doing the review or anything about this, but sometimes, but right now, Earl and I are starting to feel that this area here could be as comfortable as a crossover. Ooh, them's fighting words. Fighting words. Let's get to the front. Stop it, Earl. Okay, so up front, already I noticed it could use a grab handle here or here. There isn't one, but we're not reviewing this car. We're just letting you know what we see. Okay, so very first and foremost, up front, a full color instrument cluster, 12.8-inch rotating screen with a 360 camera, wireless CarPlay and Android Auto, of course. Buttons on the steering wheel for cruise, audio, and drive computer. It also has a heads-up display, leather seats, which are powered, very comfortable, and get this, ventilated, thank goodness. Oh, there's also a 50-watt wireless charger in here, and a gear lever that I feel belongs on the Millennium Falcon. Has nothing to do with the name Shark, but Millennium Falcon. I bet you didn't know I could do that, huh?
Ooh, impressive.
Last two things, under the hood and price. Some quick facts. Number one, yes, there is a 1.5-liter turbocharged gasoline engine in here, but it essentially just is a generator. It uses the fuel that you have to power or rather to charge the batteries underneath, which then moves both motors. Now, a combined output with the internal combustion engine and the batteries inside, you can do over 800 kilometers on a single tank of fuel and a full EV charge, which is essentially 100 kilometers just on full EV, and then the gasoline obviously will do the 700. But BYD has told us that they've actually done a test where they have surpassed that ridiculously, which I will let them tell you. That's fact number one. Fact number two, there are going to be updates for this car, but those updates you don't have to go to the dealership for. So think of this as like your cell phone, because it's over-the-air updates. When it's ready, the SIM card in here will just let you know that you can download those updates. Pretty cool, right? One last thing, its price. Okay, as much as we've tried to strangle each and every employee from BYD Philippines and Ayala Cars, actually, they could not tell us what the price was until the launch itself, which is by the time this video comes out, the launch will be out. The image price they told us, however, for, believe it or not, both models, is about 2.5 million Philippine pesos. Now that sounds pretty good to me considering what the car can do. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments below if we are indeed ready for a fully electric vehicle such as this Shark 6, a pickup truck no less, and if you think the price is, well, right. I can't believe I went there. That's kind of a doing. Thanks for watching, everyone. Stay safe. Let us know in the comments below. See you soon.